everyone, my name is Mira. Here I want to review a book that I read recently. The title is The Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitage Koga. The Courage to be Disliked is one of bestseller books in Asia with more than 3.5 million copies sold. I knew this book from my favorite titles. They also read this book. This book titles attracted my attention. It made me think, am I afraid to be disliked or am I fine if someone doesn't like me? Then I realized that I'm still afraid to be disliked or I'm not fine if someone doesn't like me. I'm sure most people don't want to be disliked too, but am I good enough to be liked or have I done something nice for people around me to be liked? Yeah, that thought made me read this book.
The courage to be disliked is written as a dialogue through a conversation between a skeptical youth and reclusive philosopher. Here I will give the conclusion from each chapter. In Adlerian psychology, trauma is definitively denied. This is not saying that the experience of a horrible calamity or abuse during childhood or other such incidents have no influence on forming a personality. Their influences are strong, but the important thing is that nothing is actually determined by those influences. We determine our own lives according to what someone gives you, but something you choose yourself and you are the one who decides how you live. The issue is not the past, but here in the present. Adler believed that all problems are interpersonal relationship problems. It sounds crazy at first, but the more you think, the more you believe this is to be true. For example, feeling inferiority. It is an interpersonal relationship problem. Your subjective assumptions of yourself compared to others are negative. Life is not competition. If there is competition at the core of a person's interpersonal relationship, he will not be able to escape interpersonal relationship problems or escape misfortune. Why? Because at the end of competition, there are winners and losers. Even if you are not a loser, even if you are someone who keeps on winning, if you are someone who has placed himself in competition, will never have a moment's peace. You are worried about other people looking at you and being judged by others because you haven't done the separation of tasks yet. You assume that even things that should be other people's tasks are your own. What other people think when they see you, that is the task of other people and is not something you have any control over. Even if there is a person who doesn't think well of us, we cannot intervene in that. If you are the center of the world, you will have no thoughts whatsoever regarding commitment to the community, because everyone else is someone who will do something for me, and there is no need for you to do things yourself. But you are not the center of the world, and neither am I. One has to stand on one's own 2 feet and take one's own step forward with the task of interpersonal relations. One needs to think not what will this person give me, but rather what can I give to this person. We should live more earnestly only here and now. The fact that you think you can see the past or predict the future is proof that rather than living earnestly here and now, you are living in a dim twilight. What happened in the past has nothing whatsoever to do with your here and now, and what the future may hold is not a matter to think about here and now. If you're living earnestly here and now, you will not be concerned with such things. So, my general opinion about this book is a wonderful dialogue between the youth and the philosopher made me astounded. There was advice, but there was also a story in this book. I had many questions before reading it, and I got all the answers to my questions. I like how the authors provide the easiest comprehension to understand. I think the authors choose the right character for the youth because it's so relatable with today's youth. I positioned myself easily as the youth to help me understand the philosopher. This is what I like the best about this book. As I said before, I got a lot of markers here. This book has so many wisdom words. The most favorite quotation from this book is, no matter what moments you are living or if there are people who dislike you, as long as you do not lose sight of the guiding stars of I contribute to others, you will not lose your way and you can do whatever you like. Whether you dislike or not, you pay it no mind and live free. This quotation has represented all of these book discussions. I agree that we should have a community feeling. And whatever moments we're living, we should not focus on the past, because the issue is not the past, but here, the present. And what the future may hold is not a matter to think about here and now. We have freedom to determine our life, whether we are disliked or not, and there is no need to compete with anyone. To close this video, I would like to recommend this book to my friends. I enjoyed every time I read this book. The Courage to be Disliked is one of the best non-fiction books I've ever read. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.